uh, outside of my bounds of knowledge.
All right, now we're live. Ooh, mine's a little bit too loud.
Now yours is loud.
Welcome to episode. Oh man, welcome to episode 66.
Wow,
That's an evil number.
that's a lot.
But we're missing a third six.
Yeah,
How you been, man?
it's almost evil. I've been good. What about you?
Good.
Should I kick off the conversation
Well,
starter?
I mean, we could just sit in silence.
I'm good. I drove quite a ways. I'm not
How far?
like 25 minutes
Oh yeah, I guess so. Where do you live?
around campus. Far
25 minutes far.
from here. I guess with traffic.
It's freaky to have you have the shades and the mask on, but I know who's underneath, so I won't let it.
I mean,
faze me.
I think I'm the most recurring guest on other than you, obviously.
Without a doubt, yes, you most
Yeah.
certainly are.
So I don't know what that says about me, but
Me neither.
yeah, it's a whole can of worms. But
What does it say about me? What is it? Does it matter? Who knows?
who knows?
All right, you've been talking about the friend version of Hinge.
Yeah, so me and my friend were talking about friendship lately, and in fact, after this podcast, I wanted to film you and your thoughts, but I guess we'll do a little preamble. Do you think you can force, like, deep, like, best friendships? Let's consider best friendships as, like, the peak of friendship.
Right.
You trust, they pass the airport test, basically.
Yes.
The airport test is, you know what the airport test is.
No.
The airport test is they can pick you up from the airport at any point in time, and they will also drive you to the airport.
Oh, the airport test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You trust calling them, and they will pick you up.
They're ready for the airport.
They're ready for the airport.
Yeah.
So
That's arbitrary, though.
it is arbitrary, but it is like, mathematicians have said, not all models are true, but some are useful. This is the same thing.
I like that. That's interesting. You said.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
so
models are untrue,
in
but
regard
some
the
are
airport test in regard to what situation?
Getting picked up from the airport.
Of course. Wait, this is. Oh, it's both a.
It's both a driving to the airport and getting picked up from the airport.
No. Yeah, I know that, but like what? Like who is passing or failing the test? Is it you? Is it someone else?
It's I guess in relation to you, it would be somebody else.
Oh, but what makes you bring it up?
Because I think that's like a gold standard for best friendships. And it has worked like that for the best friends that I have. They have picked me up from the airport.
So what?
Almost all of them, yeah.
Why is that on your mind? The gold standard for friendship.
Because my parents and friends have been telling me that I should make more friendships as somebody who through middle school, high school, and college has never had to try. And yeah, I was like, why not? This year I'll focus on like trying.
Huh.
Learning the ins and outs of networking and making friends.
Well, networking and friendship is different, right?
I'd like to think that they are similar.
Okay.
Maybe that's naive of me.
Because network, I feel like, is a bit more transactional. But then again, friendship could be as well.
Yeah.
But it's demoralizing when you think of friendship transactionally.
I don't think it has to be demoralizing. I think, have you seen the show Community?
Yeah.
So there's this quote from season 3, episode 26, where Jeff is like, this is the episode where Pierce marries the napkin company heiress.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Not necessarily,
It's
but
from the wine episode.
okay.
And basically she's using him to get his business. And Jeff tries to expose her, and he ends up exposing her, but Pierce is mad at him. And Jeff says, Pierce, she was using you, dude. Like, she was using you, and she never really liked you. And Pierce is like, yes, and I was using her, That doesn't mean there's not good feelings involved between one of us. Like, people use each other, but there can still be good feelings there.
Yeah. I saw a thing online about imposter syndrome. It was, what's his name? Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn.
He had a great expert in something. He must have been, because the way he spoke. Pull the mic as close as it is to my mouth. You see?
Mm-hmm.
You can adjust it, bring it to you. You don't have to go to
This is
it.
pretty close.
Okay, so he was talking to an expert, and he goes, why do I feel like, sometimes I feel like, whenever I'm doing anything to anybody, I feel like I'm just using them. And the guy's like, yeah, well, that's imposter syndrome. And I think he said something about how when you're a child, you gotta pretend to be somebody else, and that's when that sort of manifests later in life, and it's a hard thing to kick, that feeling. And I feel like I definitely get that sometimes. From time to time, I wonder, like, I think all of a sudden I just have this wave where I'm like, I think I'm just evil, dude.
Dude, same.
Like, I think I'm evil. Like, everything I do to anyone ever is always, like, because, like, I want to. And it's like, I'm evil. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's necessarily true because I don't know why yet, but I'm working on that.
No, I think you do know why. It's the reason I said before. Like, just because you do something because you want to doesn't mean there's not good feelings involved.
Yeah, like everyone's
during
just
the
like me.
interaction. Yeah. Like, you could be using, like for a podcast, you could be using them as, to fill time, but you could still like talking to them and have good feelings involved.
Definitely.
So, yeah. But I guess zooming out to the larger conversation, I guess I'm just trying to figure out how to actually put an effort and make friendships, because I feel like,
yeah,
broadly speaking, for my entire life, it's happened naturally, and I think that is a luxury I'm starting to realize. Like, not everybody has that luxury. What do you think about that? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. There's so much to think about it. When I think about, like, lately I've been trying not to put too much thought into things like that,
Yeah.
But not because I don't think it's worth the thought. Lately I just go to work and I do my videos.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yes.
And
which is admirable. I thought I was thinking, like, most people would have quit by now.
Hey, I haven't quit by now.
No, you are defying expectations.
All right. Well, I'm blushing now.
Both with the job and with the videos, like.
And you know what someone told me at work today?
What?
Or not today, but recently, a group of people, we were talking, and it comes up that I was a horrible worker when I got hired. I was late all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't show up, and, like, I hadn't even remembered that. I didn't. So I'm glad they kept me around because.
That kind of reminds me of friendship, to tie it back in, because a lot of the best friends that I have said they didn't like me initially when they met me. Like, they were like, it's only over time that we're like, I get it now. Like, I know, like, why I'm friends with this guy.
Huh.
Yeah.
But can you ever really know why? I think it's like it changes. And, like,
I think some people are acquired tastes and other people are, like, boundlessly charismatic.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know somebody like that. Maybe.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe it's you. I don't know.
Well, I know myself. I mean, that's like.
Yeah, no, I mean, or would you say you're an acquired taste, or do you think, like, people really like you when they meet you?
I don't know. That whole imposter syndrome thing. I feel like sometimes I want people to like me, so, like, I do certain things based on how I perceive the person, and then, like, based on all my experiences, it kind of bends toward a certain area of outcome. And, yeah.
I think I have the opposite problem.
Really? What's the opposite problem?
I like, self-sabotage. Like, I don't want people to like me, so I think I, like...
You don't want people to like you?
No, well, I know it sounds ridiculous, but, like, bear with me.
Or maybe you want people to ignore you?
Yeah, I have avoidant attachment issues and problems, and so, like,
what are avoidant attachment issues?
It's basically where you try and self-sabotage and you get people to push you away before, like, or you get people to push you away consciously before they do it, like, naturally. You know what I mean? Like, you will just be like, well,
if they would ever have done it naturally.
Exactly. So I think I don't know, you, like, key their car or something. Obviously I don't do that, but, like, that's an example. Like,
or maybe you just become distant.
Yeah, you become distant, and you kind of, like, whenever they ask to hang out, you're like, oh no, I can't.
Yeah.
Even though it's nothing.
Yeah.
So I have the opposite problem, and I'm trying to work towards, like, being normal.
Life is fun, ain't it? I think we're both pretty normal guys, I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. Like, this is the first year I feel like I'm trying.
I don't think you have to try.
To be normal? I certainly have to try to be normal. I think naturally I'm pretty weird, so I gotta, like, stabilize.
Interesting.
I think you're pretty normal.
We're all pretty weird.
We're all pretty weird.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't met a guy that I have said, like, this guy's lacking the weird thing. Like, everyone's got the weird, you know?
I don't think you've been to a sports bar.
A sports bar. I definitely have been to a sports bar.
Yeah, well, I guess that comment was more like,
And
if
they're
you go to a
weird over
sports
there,
bar,
dude. It's like weird to what? It's all relative. Come on, you know this. You know this stuff. I know.
No,
you,
I don't mean weird as in or normal as in bad. I just mean I go to a sports bar and everybody is doing what I expect them to be doing in a good way.
Yeah, but if you hone in on one booth, one guy's like, you know, one guy's like.
He's the Theo Vaughn of the sports
There's
bar.
just weird. Like every booth has some weirdness going on to it. Like
sure.
no one's not weird. Like you're never gonna find something. What are we looking for here? The standard of normal? Like what? Like I know. Like we try our best as humanity to keep the standard for 1 gram like in that glass case somewhere in the basement in England.
Yes.
But like, it still is not exactly 1 gram.
Yeah.
And even if it was exactly 1 gram, who's to say that's the standard?
Yeah, good analogy, yeah.
Everybody's a little bit weird. And no one's like, you can't be in this particular scenario with the people, like you can't even measure who's weirder than who because there isn't even a standard.
Yeah, it's
I mean, there's like a collective standard, like I guess, that we all make up. But it's so broad that like you shouldn't even compare yourself to it because it's a measure of everyone and it's like its own like entity.
Mm-hmm.
I like being weird personally. I mean, look at this room. It's a mess.
It is. It's an interesting mess, though.
Yep. It's my mind.
It is.
It needs to be clean. Is your living space clean?
No. I see, a part of my brain immediately then wanted to lie, but then another part was like, no, don't lie.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you. Yeah. I'm
lie.
It's important not to lie.
Yes.
I'm back on Hinge for better or for worse, and I wanted to like. Well, that's a whole different story because who's to say it's lying if I make like a more quirky, like funny video rather than what I did, which was like talk about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I've talked about myself now. I haven't got any likes, and now I'm thinking like, should I just take that stuff down and like make a comedy skit? Because maybe I will, maybe I won't.
I think you're an in-person guy, personally.
Yeah, same. That's why Hinge sucks.
I was like,
that's why Hinge sucks.
I don't want to rain on your parade though, so like maybe Hinge is the answer. But I think you should join like a co-ed sports league or like
facts.
Go to like a trivia night at a bar and like be like, I don't know.
Facts.
I'm sure you'll meet some girl that way.
Yeah, but I go to work and I do this, and that's like barely all I can do. You know that. This was supposed to be 2 days ago in the making. I can't even like.
Well, I mean, what is your schedule? I think I could actually find events because I'm trying to find events.
It's changes every week, but usually I'm off like Mondays and Thursdays. And when I'm on, it's
trivia events Thursdays.
When I'm on, it's just 3 to close. I like my job. It sucks a lot, but I like it. I love this though. I like my job and I love this. This is so much fun. What kind of equipment did you bring?
Just my phone.
Oh, word?
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen my videos, but it's pretty.
I still haven't watched other than the first one.
Dude,
Hotel Trivago.
You need to. I'm glad you like that. You need to check it out, dude. Or you don't. Like, it's not anything.
What's going on with you?
What?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. But I want to know.
Oh, what's going on generally?
Yes.
Well, I'm shooting my videos. I am writing. I'm working my laboratory job, and I'm applying to new jobs. So that is the bulk of my day.
Interesting, man.
Yeah. Not unlike, most people's days. I work. I have some hobbies, and yeah.
What is with these mics? Like, why I guess because I have safe on.
Yeah.
You say, yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, of course not. I'm going to say yeah regardless.
Facts. I am thirsty, dude. You want some water?
No, I'm good.
I'm getting a cup of water.
All right. I'll just stare into the sunlight. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this friendship thing. By the end of today.
Dig.
Do you think you can force best friendships, or do you think that it's an unequivocal rule that it happens naturally, much like relationships?
All right. Well, in my experience, one room down is what I'd say my best friend. I live with him.
Yes.
I think I forced that.
You think you forced that.
And I wonder what he would say. But when I met the guy, I was really looking for a best friend, a long-term one.
Yes.
And so I said, this guy checks all my boxes. And I didn't leave him alone.
But like, what? That's like so vague. What did you do?
We ran, we ate. I was always knocking on his door.
So you always proactively asked to hang out.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I was like, hey, next year let's live together. And we did.
And he was down.
He was down.
Okay, that actually helps a lot for me to model this in my brain.
Because I think you and I are very similar, but there
Dude,
are...
I hear that every day. I don't even know how to take that anymore.
Dude, but there are lots of people that aren't like us at all, I guess. In the sense that like we could, like, I don't know, we think about this like very autistically, you know?
No,
so
for sure.
I felt like as I got to know my buddy, it was like this could like fit like puzzle pieces, right? Like like I'm always showing up and he's always expecting someone to show up. You know?
Or he's like tolerant.
Yeah, he's tolerant. That's a big one. That's true. But what's the difference?
One is somebody is like enthusiastic to see you. I'm not going to say the name of this person because I don't want to be rude. But there is this person currently in my life who, if I'm not bad at reading, wants to have a really deep friendship with me, but I'm not like we've hung out multiple times a week, but it's just me being tolerant as opposed to me being enthusiastic.
Well, that's up to you. Why would you want to be anything but enthusiastic?
Because there are like problems and quirks that like
well, what about
I'm not cool with.
Yeah, what about like the intersection of tolerant and enthusiastic?
I don't think there is one.
I disagree.
What is it then? What's the word?
I don't know. There doesn't have to be a word, but like it's certainly possible to have both.
Oh, you mean like a sliding scale? Like on one side it's tolerant and on one side it's enthusiastic, and somewhere in the middle it's like halfway. For me, it's much on the side of tolerant, and I'm like, should I even be friends with this guy if I'm like not excited? And I don't know. I was thinking about that.
I think you should.
You think I should?
Yeah, I think you should.
I'll give it a whirl then.
Yeah.
He's not like evil, but certainly quirks.
Who cares? It's interesting, man.
Who cares? I mean, people care.
I don't care.
You some guy you dislike, you just be friends with?
Well, you didn't say you disliked him.
I don't dislike him, but
I didn't think you did dislike him.
There are aspects about it that I'm not a fan of.
So, were you waiting for the perfect person to come along?
Is that not what friendship is?
No.
See, this is why I talk about this stuff, because you can't just open up a book and like it's not like biology or chemistry or physics.
Bro, you should do what I do and talk to the camera for an hour a day solo.
I feel like that's bad for me. Like that's good for you, but I'd go insane.
Yeah, I am. It is pretty schizo.
Yeah,
it's good.
I already have enough of that while I'm like walking places. There'll be like 4 different versions of me dissecting a problem. So
relatable.
Like I can't even walk without the motor running and no peace.
Let it run. Ain't nothing wrong with running.
I guess so. Yeah, but I wish I could shut it off, and one of my best friends said drugs are the answer, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Maybe.
Well, I mean, if you do want to shut it off, then yeah, get high.
Or drink.
Or yeah, I got liquor right here. If you're up for it.
I gotta drive back.
I mean, but hey, if you ever want to get drunk, there's liquor in my room. You come on over. This door's unlocked.
One of the future episodes, I would like to get intoxicated with you to see how that would change the dynamic of the show.
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Never mind then.
Yeah. But if you ever want to get drunk, it's free. It's literally for you. It's for anyone that wants to drink it.
Has anyone taken you up on that?
No, it's still sealed. This is the first time I think I've offered it. Well, my roommates said it to them.
I was going to say, has your roommates taken up?
No, they have their own beer that they like, but...
Yeah, I'm a liquor guy. If I do drink,
Same.
Like I don't,
Well, no, not same. But I don't drink anymore, so what does it matter?
I've never really drunk, but if I do drink, it's gonna be like Svetska's vodka or like Aristocrats or Jägermeister or something like that.
I feel you.
Yeah. So you said that I should still be friends with this guy.
Or not. I mean,
No, like I
it's not my call.
I respect your opinion enough to consider it.
Okay.
So yeah.
It doesn't sound like he like killed your family.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
And then what? So like a
But
part
should
like
I not strive for more, like higher quality friendships?
why can't you have more than one friend?
I already have more than one friend. What do you mean?
I know, but like, why does this guy like? Is there something about this guy that if you were to give in and I don't know, say like him, you are worried that like a part of you'd be giving up?
Yeah, because I do devote a lot of my energy to my like my best friendships. Like, I think this is true for anyone. Like, they put in a lot more energy with their best friendships than they do like they're not.
Of course.
Yeah, and I think you should, hold that in high regard. You shouldn't just give it out to anyone who asks.
Yeah, but it's not so transactional. I feel. You know what I mean? Like
No, please actually tell me, because I'm autistic. So educate me.
Same. I feel like we're literally the same mind, just
Yeah.
bouncing back and forth.
Educate me.
I don't know if I can. We're the same person. So it's like, I think with the way the world is today,
Mm-hmm.
it's so like numbers and it's so numbers based, and everybody is like counting everything and analyzing what they perceive as the world. So when it comes to like a matter like this, you kind of create the problem when there wasn't even one.
Good point. Okay. Well,
Like why does this have to be a decision that has to be made? Like why wouldn't you rather be deciding like should I go on a run today or not? Like, or I mean, I don't know. Like if you're going to stress about something, wouldn't you want to stress about like
quantitative problems?
I think is this not a qualitative problem?
This is a qualitative problem, but I thought the argument you were making was like you shouldn't think about this stuff. You should think about like should I go to the gym? Should I run? Should I be doing this kind of work? Should I be like...
Well, I don't know what I'd say to replace it with because I'm not you. I mean, I just threw that one out there. But it's like I wouldn't lose sleep over whether or not I should be friends with some guy, because even though like maybe it's nice that it seems like you're in control, you're not even really,
True.
You're not.
True.
Yeah.
It is nice to get another person's opinion on this.
Always.
Yeah.
Give me an opinion of me, something.
Actually, no, I don't care. I'll say it. I was like, I don't know if we know each other well enough for me to start saying stuff like this. I always found it interesting in watching your podcast how into like romantic relationships and like dating and girls. Like you might be the person out of everybody that I know who's most into girls, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you're very into the concept and the idea and the process and the execution. And almost everyone, maybe there's a couple exceptions, but almost everyone I know is like not. So I found that interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? To be a little self-reflective.
Well, growing up, my mom was like the parent.
Primarily?
I'd say so. And when I say parent, I just mean like
'Cause you mentioned
my
your dad
mom
in a
had
lot of
like
videos.
Yeah, but my mom had has undying love
Mm-hmm.
in such a way that like she shaped me, I think, a bit more than my dad did. My dad has undying love too, don't get me wrong. But I think my mom is just around more.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, worked for us, like always working for us. And I just was around with my mom more. And I think it's just the way that I grew up and the way that like I experienced friendship and, girls. I think I became a little bit more like feminine, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was, I don't know, the path of least resistance.
No, I feel that too, because like my dad did not teach me how to shave, or like.
But I don't
my
think
dad was also at work.
I wouldn't say feminine. It's just the way that I am, and I think a lot of guys could benefit from thinking about and talking about this stuff more, because I like, you see a lot of guys that are like in this like undying state of torture, Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Like dudes that are like constantly walking with a rain cloud over their head, and like they don't show it ever, but like when they're alone at the end of the day, it's just hell.
I think that's not all their fault. To speak, candidly, I don't
Oh,
think.
of course not. Of course not.
Well, I'm not exempting them from blame either, but I'm just saying, like, I think in today's society, to bring this to like antidepressants, like we're giving people antidepressants to make themselves like happy with a life that just sucks. Like if you have no community and no friends and no girlfriend and no hobby and no job, how are you supposed to be?
Yeah.
Genuinely, like
Yeah.
what? Are you supposed to be glad?
Yeah, if you're alone. Like there's no like
Not even alone,
there's no
like-
I mean that is what it is. Like what the one thing that all those things that you listed just now had in common was people. Like if you are
Yeah.
people deprived, ain't no drug gonna fix that, bro.
Exactly.
No drug's gonna fix
But I
that.
also think people don't have a purpose now. Like, like why do guys work if it's not for a family or for like a passion? Like to feed themselves to work again?
Well, it could seem like that, right? Because it's like there's always something or someone that's like better than you in some aspect.
Mhm.
You just gotta find the reason to live for you, and that's hard to find.
I was gonna say like all these rain cloud guys can't just do that though. Like I think they need guidance and they don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really lucky. I feel like to have had the parenting that I had. You know,
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to change at all. I love the way that I am. I do know that I talk and think about romantic relationships a lot, but it's because like when I finally, or I might, I'm starting to think that like maybe it might never happen, but like regardless of what happens, I know that I'll be happy that I put in this effort.
The reason that I even brought it up is because, well, one, I was just curious, but two, I think you're just really unlucky to be born in a time period with that sort of personality. Like, I think it's really hard to just get into good relationships nowadays. And I don't think that's anyone's specific fault. That's more of multiple factors occurring specifically in this time period.
Will you hit the red button on? That's interesting that you say that. But will you hit the red button?
I literally can't see.
Okay, stand up.
You have
You're
to
gonna
guide my
yeah, I
hand,
got
like,
you. I got you.
through voice
Stand up. There's a screen on top of the camera, on the very top to the right of the mic. You see that screen?
This side?
There's a red button on top right there, on the top of it. You got it. You got it. So put your finger on it. Come a little bit towards me. It's yeah.
This one?
Click that once. One more time.
Click to twice.
Wait, movie recording has been stopped automatically. Okay, hit it again. You're good. We're good. Green. Thanks.
Okay. I have really poor eyesight.
I hope. Whatever. It's not about the audio at the end of the day. It's just about the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, that was heavy. Oh, I want to throw out a silver lining for anyone watching. Like, it's still possible. It's still possible to beat the odds and get into a really healthy and happy relationship. It's just going to be difficult. So,
If you make it,
you can make it out of the hood, I believe.
I think you could make it like easier too. Like,
What do you mean?
just be yourself.
No, I vastly hate that advice, and I'm vehemently going to stand against it.
How? How so?
I think be yourself is some of the worst advice I've ever heard. It's like a platitude that people throw out who can afford to throw it out.
I can't afford to throw it out.
Yeah, like
I
you can
can't.
afford to say be yourself. If some guy is like, I'm gonna restrict myself.
So
from
what
using
can you
physical-
do to be able to afford to throw it out? I don't understand.
Find somebody that you admire and try and emulate them, not copy them. Try to emulate them to the best of your degree to get what they have that you admire. So, if you're a basketball player, somebody who you might want to emulate might be Kobe or LeBron
I
or
love
Kawhi. Yeah. Or if you're a painter, somebody might, you want to emulate Picasso or Salvador Dali or even David Lynch is a painter. Like, you can emulate him if you want. Be more of an underdog. Or, like, this goes for everything. If you find somebody who has what you want that you don't have yet and emulate them.
Okay.
Emulate the qualities that they have. Don't be yourself if you're not succeeding.
But isn't that you being yourself? I mean,
So
what do
then
you
it's
think
just
be
a
yourself
semantics
means?
disagree. Yeah, I think being yourself is just being like, hey, guy, do what you're already doing.
Yeah.
I disagree.
What's wrong with that advice?
Because what I'm already doing is failing. To take my example from the one video that you did watch, like,
Then fail, bro.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of failing.
What do you
No.
mean you're sick of it?
I want my life to change. I can't live like I've been living for the past 21 years. I got to do different shit.
Then change it. You don't have to like force yourself to a head. It like
Ahead?
I can't see your eyes right now behind these glasses, but I wish I could.
Me too.
You just if you feel like you're failing, then fail. If you feel like you're sick of failing and you need to change, then change crazy mode, bro. Take a train and move. Like or don't.
But then
like,
that's not being yourself. That's changing.
no, that is being yourself. You can't. Okay.
Okay. Then
So when
we
I
have
say
a-
when I
we-
say be yourself, right?
Yeah.
I get that you could I get that you could be like, oh well, there's all these things I have to avoid in order to be myself, but I have to stress that there's nothing you could do right now to not be yourself, and that I have to also say makes it seem like an easy task. Like, oh well, if I'm always being myself and the advice is to be myself, then okay, like now what? Like nothing changed.
I'm starting to get what you mean, and I think this is a semantical disagreement. I think what you do mean is
Like
be
soul
authentic.
search.
Be authentic and self-search.
Yeah, self-search hard.
Yes,
Like,
I agree with that. What I'm saying is like mechanically, don't be yourself, but authentically self-search.
no,
and
be yourself all around. What's wrong with your mechanics?
Like if you have a shit sleep schedule and you miss your let's say you miss your job and you have a girlfriend and you don't see her because you I don't know, you sleep till 4 or 5 and she wants to meet at 3 or something. This is just an example.
I got to sleep shit. I don't
I
have a
think-
girlfriend, but I got to sleep a shit sleep schedule right now.
Then my advice to that person would not be yourself. It would be the version of yourself with a good sleep schedule. So you see your girlfriend and you get to your job on time.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't change the fundamental core of who you are, but change the mechanics of what you do.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. I'm not saying destroy who you are. I'm saying all of us.
But you got to be careful because if you go about operating with different mechanics in the wrong way, it can be this form of self-hate. Like, some guys go to the gym and they don't really do it right. Like, there's a right way to lift weights and there's a wrong way to lift weights. And I feel like a lot
Sure.
of times you go in and you lift them wrong and you just kind of sputter out.
Here is my argument to that. I would say if somebody doesn't go to the gym, it kind of doesn't matter. I would rather them just go to the gym and lift it wrong than not lift at all. And then eventually they can correct.
I'm talking about a different kind of lifting wrong. I'm talking about
like ego lifting.
yeah, but I gotta switch the context maybe. It's like when you start a new venture in life, that is a beautiful thing, and you always have the option to do it. It's a bit overwhelming. Like every day you have the option to do anything, and I think that's crazy.
That is pretty nuts.
Yeah, so you have to live with that immense responsibility and power, and B, sometimes utilize it. And I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to see this I'm starting to see my life less as a monkey swinging through a forest and more as a train on tracks.
I see.
And I'm just
That might be because of what you're doing though.
yeah.
I think if you're
unemployed
versus employed, that's a pretty good metaphor.
But it's
train
not.
on
But
tracks.
it's in all regards. It's in everything. It's I'm less of a monkey. And I don't know that that's better. And I think when I'm older, I do look back to being a monkey and I see so many beautiful things about it. It's every
'Cause you're a
moment
monkey.
you could split and go to a different branch. And you're just eating fucking bananas all damn day. But it's as you convert to a train, I don't know. It's a natural progression.
Yeah, it feels like that's the conversion from a kid to an adult.
Yeah. So what? Do you feel like you're a monkey?
No, let's take that metaphor and allegory and run with it. I refuse to be a train.
Bro, let it happen.
No.
Let it happen. You're just gonna, dude. You're gonna be one of those monkeys that everyone's like, bro, come on.
No. And also, people are not
bro,
saying
trains
that.
can be beautiful. I love trains.
Trains can be beautiful.
I fucking love trains.
And
Trains are like my favorite thing ever.
This is what my dad told me. I visited him 2 days ago, and I'm going to carry the analogy to paraphrase what he said. This isn't what he said, but he's like, I have faith that the way I raised you, you will become a train when you're meant to become a train. So I'm not going to tell you to be a train. And I'm like, whatever you think, buddy.
I'm not telling you to be a train.
No, I know, but that's what my dad said.
I'm just saying, like, it seems like you're resisting the train.
I am resisting the train.
So stop resisting it.
Nope. I'm sticking to the monkey path.
Respect. Hey, grab me a banana.
I'm sticking to it.
Grab me a goddamn banana.
But here's the thing. I'm not telling other people that that's what they have to do. I'm going to hold on to the branch as long as I can.
I didn't say you were telling other...
Yeah, no, I just want to throw that out there.
Well, you didn't say I said that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Live as you want to live.
I'm trying to intertwine myself into your story selfishly.
I think low-key, you kind of are, because if
you're a part of mine.
If I did not meet you, I wouldn't have started my YouTube channel.
Dude, I love your YouTube.
Genuinely facts. I wouldn't have. And I'm starting a podcast called Smaller Creators where I interview people with like really small sub counts.
That's so, dude, my friend, you know Harris?
Yes.
He made a website where it's like a blog. It reminded me of you.
Really?
Yes.
What is it about? I've never.
He even got the domain harriscon.com. You had to pay $500 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
I'm so stoked on it.
Why did he do that?
He's inspired.
Oh no, dude! I'll check it out. It's been a while since I've seen Harris. Maybe like a couple weeks.
He's awesome. We were at this. Okay, let me talk to you about this.
Yeah.
You're at this party. He took me to a house party.
Yeah, I watched the YouTube video.
Bro, like, there was a girl that like maybe was interested in me. Like, why didn't I like ask for her phone number or anything? Like,
you weren't feeling it. Oh, weren't you like being dragged?
Oh, that was a whole different thing.
Oh.
That wasn't that girl. That girl, I think, it had one too many drinks. Which, I'm worried, like, that's in the world where some reason she hears these words, that's rude. It's just the truth.
Do you think she's watching this?
No, not even a million
I mean,
years.
maybe she is. By the divine algorithm, I don't know.
No. These get like 20 to 30 views, and the average watch time is 7 to 8 minutes. So do the math on how many people actually watch it through.
When I first started watching your videos, your podcasts, like your non-people podcasts were getting 6 views. And now they're getting like 20 to 30. Isn't that wild?
They were?
Yeah.
I thought they were all... I think it's been a decline.
No, they've been going up.
Well...
And you've been gaining subs. Daily.
That's true.
Which is pretty wild.
That's true. This is glazing. You ever heard that term?
I don't think it's glazing. If I were glazing, I'd be like, this is one of the best channels on YouTube. Clearly it's not. What I'm saying is that gotta throw that out there. No, I don't think it's one of the best channels on YouTube, but it's like it's good. It has something unique and it's growing. And I think by the end of the year you'll hit 1,000 subs.
What?
Which is something. Most people don't, hit 100 subs.
You think I'll hit 1,000 subs?
I think you'll hit 1,000 subs.
I mean, we'll see. Fuck. But we'll see.
Not like during June, but I think by December.
By December.
I'm calling it.
That's less than a year.
That's less than a year. 1,000 subs, baby.
I'm riding the train, man. I hope you're right.
You were riding the train. Maybe you'll still be working at Jersey Mike's.
I hope I am. It's going to be a really sad day when I leave that place. It's much, all right, I don't want to say easier than school, but I much prefer it to school.
Yeah. You're
like,
preaching in the choir. I hate school.
Bro, I hate school. But you seem like you're good at school.
No, you used to come at me for this. You used to say you liked school.
Oh, because I was trying to convince myself.
Yeah.
I hate school.
You're finally on my side, huh?
Bro, I was never on. I was like trying to convince myself. I was like, yeah.
I remember we were talking and you were like, how can you hate school? And I was like, dude, I'm sticking to this. I hate school.
I fucking hate school.
I fucking hate school.
I
despise the reason that I'm so mellow now is because I'm not in school anymore.
Dude, I'm so relaxed and
so
calm,
much more mellow.
And it's because I'm not in fucking
and
school.
And low-key, I do more work nowadays. Like, if you're talking raw work, I do more work nowadays than
I'm a better person.
Yeah, and I'm a better person. Like, I'm so much more relaxed to be... Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to school.
Okay.
Can that happen?
That can.
Okay.
Go back to... I think people should do what they want. I'm just speaking for me personally. I don't like school.
Yeah, me neither. I hate school.
If somebody made me go to school, I'd genuinely just kill my... This is by no exaggeration. I'd end my life. There's no, like... I'm so against it.
School makes me want to throw up. Ugh, school makes me lose.
Also, the boomers lied. The boomers lied, and
well, it used to be different. The boomers know what they know.
Fine, okay. The boomers didn't lie.
The boomers have
the boomers
no
didn't lie.
idea.
Here's what I'll say instead.
No
the boomers
idea.
were wrong, and they have no comprehension of how it is nowadays.
Dude, you and me are gonna be like, like the boomers are boomers, but some of them are cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the cool whatever the fuck we are. Gen Z.
Zoomers.
Yeah, we're gonna be the cool ones.
The Gen Z Zoomers.
When we're old, we're gonna be cool.
I told you, man. I'm not making it 2-3 years out.
What? You're gonna die?
No zest for life. No.
Okay.
It's true.
I can't even talk about this.
Make peace.
I can't talk about this.
Why not?
You know how you say there's that guy that you really like, and you like set up a boundary
Yeah.
because like you're not sure if you want to let it in or not.
Mm-hmm.
You dying is like that. I'm just not even gonna let it in.
Dude, we've had like 3 conversations. What do you mean?
I know, but time's gone and passed, and now it's like, bro, how could I even begin to talk about this? If you want to die, bro. I'm gonna fucking miss you.
If you say so.
Yeah, I guess I'm lying. Am I?
No, I don't think you're lying. I just don't think we like know each other that well. Like,
I mean, that's true. I had a friend that died on a motorcycle, and
Did you?
yeah, I don't miss him that much.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think this is what I was talking about earlier. You're friends with people in proportion to how much time you spend with them.
Yeah, but why would you kill yourself though? You're so sexy.
Why would I
Literally,
not?
you're a toned guy.
Like, okay, AI is pretty much the only reason I'm like researching AI has been
What?
the
But it's hitting a
trajectory.
plateau. 4.5 wasn't even that impressive.
Yeah, but 5 is going to be impressive.
Oh, really? And if
Also,
it's not?
4.5 fit the chinchilla scaling laws. People don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chinchilla?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
I listen to Fireship. I'm sure you know Fireship.
I love Fireship.
I love Fire.
Dude, I need to start making like videos like Fireship.
Same.
I'm so inspired.
But you like that's a lot of effort.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make them as like meme heavy. That's hard.
It's like okay, because I am genuinely increasing the effort at which I make stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just go in and maybe you can, but for me, it's always been like whenever I just see something I want to do and try and put the effort behind it, it never works. You have to
Low-key,
you have to
same.
find what you want to do and then
Yes.
let the effort follow.
Yeah.
You can guide your effort, but do it slowly, like you're herding a pack of whales.
Exactly. As a whale herder. Dude, you didn't I mentioned this before on our first podcast. You need to promote yourself. You need to make posters and put them around campus.
Nah, it's whatever.
No.
Unless someone does it for me.
Not for you.
I mean, I might do that
I
eventually.
know, I kind of figured that. I was like, he would have hit me up by now if he actually wanted to do that. I think he's going at the pace that he wants to go at.
Yeah. But I do want to. But like it's like
But also like
But like that's how you say like you want to make friends. Like it's kind of empty.
What do you mean?
Well, not like you want to make friends, but like
If I really
you want to
wanted I
understand,
would.
or no, like you want to understand friends, right? Because it's like something that you've thought so much about that like it's a weird kind of empty.
Yeah.
Like it's the empty of like I'm saying this out, but like no one really understands what I have behind it.
Yes.
Because like I know we're talking about marketing here, but it ties back to what I'm doing my video stuff, and I thought so much about my video stuff.
You remind me of my friend Matt. Like he makes rap and he wants to hopefully no, Matt's not gonna be mad. He doesn't watch this. And also I'm speaking in good faith.
Oh, you just not use his name. I figured that's like the hack.
Oh yeah, that is the hack.
I've
That's
been
the
doing
hack that I failed to learn before I said the name.
It's
Whatever.
okay. It's all right.
He's not gonna watch this.
It's
All
all
right.
right.
He makes, and I'm speaking good about him. I'm
Yeah.
speaking good behind his back. He makes good music and rap videos, but he doesn't want to share it because it's like his thing. Like he has so much going behind it, and it's like his baby.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to put it out there because he doesn't want to expose his baby to like the world and promote it. He thinks that's like.
You should tell Matt he's being a bad parent.
Should I?
Yeah, because bro, what if your parents kept you locked away? You get fucked up.
True. And yeah, good point. And I would tell him this, but like I don't know. I kind of get it. Like I kind of understand where he's coming from.
I do too because it's like when you have a baby, bro, it's like the most precious thing ever. I'll never let anything hurt this thing. I'm going to tape all the corners of my house and it's never going to leave my house. But then what do you think happens when it turns 16 and it's been in your house the whole time?
Exactly.
It's
So,
like
yeah.
it's like you're like denying evolution. Like all it knows is you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like
But you did remind me of that. Your YouTube channel is kind of like his music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make music too.
Yeah, I know. Freestyles.
Yeah, you should try it out. It's fun.
I was thinking of starting a music channel. I want to do so much, but
Same.
you can only do so much till they all start clashing, and you don't have time.
Nah, dude, let yourself become a train. Life's easier over here.
There's cons too. It's not like just the railway. Like it's work. You gotta chug. That's why I'm still exploring my options.
Yeah.
You know how I said that I want a programming job before the end of the year?
Yeah.
I pushed that date up to June or July. If I don't get a job by June or July, I'm just gonna do like a Jersey Mike style job where I earn I don't know how much you make. What do you make?
Not that much. 14. Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah, I'll just make 14, 15. I'll sports bet on the side, and that'll be enough money, and I'll just pursue my hobbies.
I have a coworker that spends $2,000 a week on sports betting.
Yeah, it's Augustine.
Bro, why does he do that?
I got his number. Yeah. No.
Why would you want to do that? The odds aren't in your favor. You're smarter than this.
No. But you can make it so the odds are in. We've talked about this.
I know, and this is a point of conflict because, bro, you're smart enough to know that two minds are better than one.
Yeah, but sports bets don't work like that.
They do. There's a team of highly educated individuals
who set the lines,
who code heavy analytics stuff.
Oh yes. See,
and
what
the
you
code
do,
sets the lines.
Here's what you do.
It's not just the guy setting lines.
You find those smart people.
People have been betting on things way before the internet even existed.
True, but you're right. I'm gonna
these companies wouldn't exist.
Yes,
millions of dollars of lobbyists to get this stuff legalized. Why? Because it's a profitable business.
Right. So here's the thing. Let me finish. So the guys who program it, what you do is you copy them, you copy their lines, and you bet on those, and you make money. That's what you do.
Isn't that like insider trading?
Kind of.
Where are you finding these guys?
I'm not going to say.
Wouldn't that jeopardize their job?
Yes, it would, so I'm not going to say anything.
All right, I guess I just have to believe you.
But I'll say that they exist. Me and Harris have also talked about this, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
What is his take on this?
He's fine with sports betting. In fact, he gave me a list of websites.
Wait, you know what? Yeah, wait a minute.
He gave me a list of websites to use.
Harris is
not to throw him under the bus.
He flirts with sports betting, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's made 3,000-4,000 on sports betting on Fliff. He showed me the receipts. I don't know if I'm throwing him under the bus by saying this.
I feel like, bro, for some reason I have no regard for Harris's privacy. Because whenever I talk about him, I always have great things to say.
I kind of am the opposite.
He never says anything great about himself. I kind of just want
to leave Harris alone. He's doing things.
I make him kind of uncomfortable, I think, in public because we'll be talking and then there'll be these girls and I'll just be like, this man bought himself a Tesla. And I just start telling them how awesome
Doesn't he have a girlfriend?
Harris?
Yeah. Allie?
Yeah, well, you'd have to ask him.
No, they're still going strong. The last time I saw him.
Yeah, but
yeah, I saw him 2 weeks ago. What am I saying? They're still going strong.
I mean, I guess.
No?
He'd have to be here. I don't know. We can't speak for him.
Yeah, whatever. That's why I said I think. I don't know.
You think and you know sometimes.
Sometimes. Wow, we went through a bunch of topics. My long-delayed suicide, my...
Bro, don't kill yourself.
AI...
Bro, don't kill yourself. Why are you going to kill yourself? That's just so, lame.
It's just not...
You're lame.
That's not lame.
Can I bully you?
No, stop quoting my dad, too. That's what he said, too. He said, dude, that's so lame.
It is. Your dad's right. I
disagree.
I'm not a bully, but, I'm getting pissed.
My dad is
I'm going to, take your lunch money, bro. You suck.
What lunch money?
You weirdo. You want to kill yourself? Don't.
Is that lame?
Yes.
Let's go back to this topic once I get a job.
Don't kill you're not gonna kill yourself.
Okay.
Bro, if you kill yourself, I'll be like, shit.
Oh, is that all?
Well, man, I mean,
you'll be like, well, shit. Okay.
What are you gonna do? Shoot yourself?
Nah, probably just a sleeping pill, right? That's a lot more chill. It's so dramatic.
That's lame.
Shooting yourself?
Sleeping pill is too. What are you gonna do when you take it? Be like, peace.
Sleep? That's what people usually do when they sleep.
Okay, but before. What does the day look like when you finally eat that thing?
Let me throw this out there so I don't sound crazy. Well, I sound crazy frequently, so let me throw this out there.
No, you just sound sad.
No.
You do. You sound sad.
Do I?
Yeah, you sound really sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Okay.
You are. Eventually.
Man, stop being so truthful all the time. Jeez.
Well, you're the one that wants to kill yourself.
I've lived a life that I'm very happy with.
Nah, I disagree with that.
Prior to in fact, that is why I can speak about this so freely, because I'm happy with the life that
This
I've
is like
lived.
a juxtaposition. No, you're not.
No, I am, because if I didn't, I would want more time to live the life that I want to.
You're lying to yourself
I'm
right now.
not.
I'm happy with my life, but I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I'm happy with my life, so I can kill myself.
No, the so doesn't go there.
I
You
think
can't sew that in.
Wow, this freestyle
You like that
guy.
pun?
This guy hits one freestyle and now he's dropping puns.
Hey,
left and
listen.
right.
If you kill yourself, I'm
coming after you.
No, I'm not going to do nothing. You're just going to be dead. I'm actually going to move on. But like, why would you do that?
There's no point.
There is. You can find like, no point is a point. Like, bro, do you think I don't freak? Like, I'm going to die when I'm older. It's fucking terrifying. But like, I don't know. I just don't fucking think about it.
I think you're scared to. I think you.
I'm terrified to die, but I'm not going to do it myself.
Yeah, I guess that is a lot. I shouldn't have brought this up. I didn't know this would be such a topic for you.
Well, because I like you. You're going to die? Would you not say this to someone else, or you just let them die?
I mean, if I support them, I'd do what they want to do. I'd support them.
But you are not like worthy of death.
What does that mean?
Like, you can't just kill yourself.
There's this Childish Gambino clip. I don't know if you've seen it. He's on Charlemagne the God's podcast, and he's wearing like. That's not important. Basically, what he says is, it's not hard to die. I could do it like.
Oh,
right
I've seen
now.
this.
You know that clip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I resonate with that heavy. It's not hard to die. I could do it like I could just swerve into traffic like that. It'd be easy.
I don't think you're going to kill yourself.
Fair enough. I guess we'll see, won't we?
I guess.
I guess we'll see. Hopefully we stay in touch 2 to 3 years from now.
I think we 100% will stay in touch all the way until we both die from old age. There's no reason why we wouldn't stay in touch.
Okay.
Especially when it's one text away. Like, why would we
I
not?
don't really text people. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't.
Yeah, but like both of us know that we could text each other at any time, and like that's
Yeah.
friendship.
I guess we are friends, huh?
Yeah, best friends.
Eh.
Well, you're my best friend.
What about your boy?
You don't have a say about that.
What about he's in the other room and he's hearing this? He's hearing you throw that out, unnecessarily?
It's A, necessary because
Is it
I meant
Sam?
it. It's Sam.
It's Sam, okay.
And B, it's not like I've told you I'm polyamorous. I have tons of best friends.
Do you?
You've definitely crossed that line. And you probably crossed it like on the first podcast episode.
That's ridiculous.
Slay Queen.
You really have a bunch of best friends?
Not a bunch. Sam.
Because I remember
you.
in one of your podcast episodes, because I do watch your show, you're like, I don't really have that many friends. Like,
Yeah.
I have a lot of acquaintances. In fact, I'm going to quote you. I'm going to quote
I'm
what you
lonely
said.
as hell. Is that what I said?
Yeah, you did. You were this was the beginning.
All right,
This
well-
was like the first couple minutes.
well-
so I don't know which one is the lie and which one's the truth.
Well, I don't know either. But like that's why it's so much fun that's why keeping it real is fun with no guest.
Yeah.
Because I can say whatever the hell I want. But I'm saying whatever the hell I want here.
Yeah, you are. But
Like-
let me quote you though. You were
You
like,
you understand that? Look.
Yeah.
And because you're here with me, I am not like I haven't said once, and I definitely won't say I'm lonely as hell or anything like that. I won't say that. Oh man, it is unsafe, but whatever. And it's like, dude, can you not see how much fun, like how happy you're making me?
Well, I can't see it all because I don't have my glasses. It's all. I'm
You can
legally
see
blonde.
me. You
with
can
a-
see me.
I can see shapes and colors.
No, it's not that.
Dude,
Oh.
I have really bad vision.
Oh, you're like a focal.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like legally blonde.
Can you not put them on underneath? You don't have them at all?
I guess I can. They're over there.
Dude, do
that
it.
was just an attempt at me like using humor to undercut what you said, but.
Put them
yeah.
on. Put the glasses
No,
on. I need
I'm
you to
not-
see me.
I'm not doing that.
Put the glasses on. I don't want to just be blurry when I say don't kill yourself. You're so sexy. I want to be sharp. Come
No,
on.
I'll do it afterwards.
Well, I might not say it afterwards.
What do you want to do before you die?
Before
Like,
I
what's
die,
one thing? Get married and have children?
I want to get married so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked my dad this question. And this is what he said. He was like, before I died, I wanted to get married and have children. And fun fact about me, my mom had 8 miscarriages. So my dad was pretty like,
Oh my God.
yeah, they were going through it before because they didn't get to do the thing that
Are you the only child?
I'm an only child, yeah.
Wow. That might be why you're so sad sometimes. Can I be your brother?
The psychology over here.
Would you like to be one of my brothers?
Sure.
I have 2 younger brothers.
I know.
You're older than me.
I'm 22.
Yeah, okay, you're the oldest brother. Congrats.
Are you,
Thank God,
are
I
you
don't have to-
21?
Yeah, I don't have to be the older brother
Yeah,
anymore.
you're 21.
Welcome to my family.
Awesome. But yeah, I was like, I was talking to him, and basically he was talking about how like I'm lame for wanting to give up, and he and my mom went through 8 miscarriages before giving up, and I was like, you guys are just like that, I guess. You just don't give up, I guess. That's just how some people are.
They're trained, bro.
Yeah, imagine if you and your wife had 8 miscarriages. Would you still want to have children?
Yeah.
Really?
If she did,
Really?
yeah.
You'd stick to it?
Of course I would.
Would you be sad?
Probably. I love you, man.
Thanks, buddy. Genuine question, why don't you have more guests on? As a avid viewer of the Keeping It Real podcast.
Well, it started with guests.
I know it did. Yeah.
And
Now I've seen every episode. Did you know that? I've seen every episode.
Really?
Of Keeping It Real. Yes.
wow, you probably know more about me than I know about me.
Kind of, yeah.
You love my mom. She has too. So, you guys would really get along, I bet.
I mean,
so,
you kind of did making up that dresser.
Oh my God, you
Yeah.
met my mother.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I don't know. At the time, it seemed like it was either I fail or I stop having guests on. I had to cut something out to reduce friction.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no more guests. I have to keep this podcast alive.
Okay.
But now here I am. I have a guest again.
Yes.
And, I really didn't want to I wasn't waking up for this, but now we're here, and I'm so glad. I couldn't even be.
See, I didn't even know we were filming an episode. I was coming over just to film.
That's awesome, because I thought we were filming an episode.
Okay.
I thought at work you were like, let's do an episode or something.
I guess I just meant like, let's collaborate.
See, because I'm so in my head about this.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, yeah. So I stopped having guests, but I was like, if anyone ever, because none of these guests reached out and insisted to be on
Dude,
the show.
I've heard you say multiple times that people have reached out. Actually.
I think I was just trying to make myself like feel important. The truth is, every single episode with the guest happened because I really, really pushed for it. Me pushed for it.
Really? What about those 4 girls?
Yeah, I pushed for that.
Oh, you pushed for that?
Yeah, that was all me. Yeah.
Because in the video, it seems like all of them were like really excited to be on the show. They were like,
That can happen at the same time.
They were fans of the show, dare I say. They were like, they watched the episode.
Well, I'm fans of them. I think they're fans of me. It's and
There's
like
good feelings, we talked about this earlier.
yes.
There's good feelings both ways.
But none of it would have happened if it weren't because I was like, I really want you on my show. Like, and I think, realistically, I'm probably headed back to a place where I do have that like emotional bandwidth to extend like that again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to be doing it until I'm very sure.
Right.
Maybe in the future I have someone doing it for me, like Joe Rogan's got. Because if I don't love it, then I'm not doing it. And this is better than any episode you and I have ever done because I love it. I mean, you can tell just from that one example where you were like, dude, last time you said you love school.
Yeah.
That just shows you how I wasn't myself last time. Why would I say that? I hate school. I've always hated school.
Yeah, me too.
Like what would possess me to say I love school? Like I was trying to be
Dude, you're talking to the guy who hates school, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Trying to be someone I wasn't.
Yeah, I think.
And it's like
you were in a transition period of your life.
It's always transitioning. Just because I'm a train now doesn't mean that like I'm not headed down the tracks towards something.
Maybe you'll be a plane by the next year with sponsorships.
No, that ruins that. That ruins it.
Oh, that would ruin it?
That ruins the like analogy.
Really?
Yeah, the metaphor ruins it.
Maybe you'd be a boat carrying.
No, it's just monkey and train.
Just monkey and
train.
train.
Yeah, just monkey and train.
Just monkey and train. What would you do if you got sponsored next year? I feel like that's up in your.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I disagree.
I think 10 years come before I make my first amount of money that like I could technically get a really shitty apartment somewhere very far away.
I think next year you will get sponsors. By the end of this year, you'll hit 1,000 subs, unless you stop making videos, obviously. And by next year, you will have sponsors.
You crazy man, you know that.
Dude, I'll text you. Actually, no, I won't. Probably, I'll just come to the store and be
Please.
like, "Hey, man, I was right. You hit 1,000 subs." And you'll probably shrug your shoulders and be like, "Yeah, I hit 1,000 subs." Like it's just 1,000, and I'll be like, "Dude, what are you talking about?"
Okay, look right here at the top of the screen. You see it out? It says 18,005.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm about to say because you listen to the episodes?
yeah.
You do?
I think.
What?
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is 1,811 bar at 120 tempo at a 4 for 4, whatever the hell that means.
Mm-hmm.
1,800 bar at 120 tempo is exactly 1 hour. So that's when I stopped my solo ones. And I was gonna stop this one,
All right.
but then okay, you want to stop it?
No, I can go either way.
Same.
I'm down.
What time is it?
Continue for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, why not? What do you wanna take your phone out? We can do what you do live on the podcast.
That'd be wild. That'd be crazy. Are we allowed to do this on the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no rules.
No rules on this show.
We can get naked if we want.
Hopefully not.
Landscape.
Are you fine with being on camera?
Yeah.
It's weird. I can see you better on my phone screen than...
Yeah, probably because I'm closer. Put your glasses on, man.
Nah, we got it. Man, you are rosy.
Hey.
Right next to the American flag, too.
All right, what do I say?
I'm going to ask you questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, this is a clip of my friend Jack, live on his podcast, too, so that's interesting. Jack, do you think that friendships, like best friendships, can be forced?
Yes. And no. Depends on the situation and the people.
But on average?
Well, what's your definition of forced?
Like you can plan for somebody to be your best friend.
Yes, you can.
How so?
If
Teach
you
us how to Dougie.
If you come across someone that you really like, it is certainly within your power to act accordingly.
So
And
ask to hang out?
yeah, it's like winning the Super Bowl. You get it? You can force that. It might happen, it might not happen, but you can certainly begin to train and play and with a goal of winning the Super Bowl.
What if they don't like you?
Like, what if you don't win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, what if you try to, initiate a friendship and it just doesn't work?
Well, Americans were great because the World Cup's every 4 years. Super Bowl's every year, all right? So just go back
trying.
out to the field and try again.
Do you think you'd ever get tired of playing?
If you would get tired of playing, you get tired of playing, and then you don't have to try and win the Super Bowl anymore. Like, it's up to you whether or not that's something you want to, if you want friendship and you want to try for it, you can try for it. And it's, yeah.
What are things that you think deepen a friendship?
Understanding.
But like events.
Yeah.
Like for example, fighting a dragon, I think. If I fought a
Understanding.
dragon,
I think the closest friends that I have in my life are ones that I have dedicated lots of time towards understanding.
do you think it's vice versa?
On their end?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask them.
Make a guess for the viewers at home.
I think yes.
That was fast. That old mind works like a fast rocket. Man, the analogies are not working. All right, last question. If you were a young person watching this video, what do you think the best thing they can do to make more friends is? Like if they were somebody in college, they want to make more friends.
I would say get off the internet. I know Discord's a big thing. There's lots of servers. But, there ain't nothing like talking to a classmate at a lunch table. So go somewhere, do something, and be yourself.
All right, I will leave Jack's channel linked in the description of this video if you want to check him out. He has a great podcast. Be good, do good, God bless.
That's the whole thing? That's it?
Mhm.
That was so cool. Oh, hit that same button again.
All right. I have some experience now.
Actually, don't hit it. Don't hit it.
All right.
No need. Yeah. We'll end it.
We'll end it.